Hi guys, this is Patricia from Ranee Cat Crochet. Okay, this is a beginning to the beginning of the video. You're going to hear me introduce myself again, but I made a mistake, and rather than film the whole thing again, which I just don't really want to do, I am just going to add the addendum here. And then you guys can go on with the video. But I forgot to mention the wonderful Amy at Hooked on Wishing and her entry into, she made some really cute little tiny eggs. And she found little tiny baskets to put them in. So please check out Amy's channel and see all the wonderful things she's making for the spring. Hashtag Spring Cal 2026. And her picture for her makes will be right here. Once I edit this video, you'll be seeing a picture of her cute little eggs that she made from the pattern of my tutorial. And then later on you'll see everybody else's, but I didn't want to leave her out. She's awesome, and I thought that she was the first one, but no, I mean that Missy was the first one, but no, Amy was the first one, then Missy, and then how it goes in the video. The picture was so far back in my pictures that I forgot totally about it, so I'm so sorry, Amy, but I entered it in the beginning of the video, so you get first billing, and you get an entry into the giveaway. Thank you so much for participating. I really appreciate you. Now on to the rest of the video. Hi guys, this is Patricia from Ranee Cat Crochet, and this is a Silly Yarny Sister Socktacular Saturday, SYSSS. I think last time I put SYSS. But anyway, and also a little update on the spring Cal 2026. First, we'll start with the Silly Yarny Sisters, and if you want to skip ahead, just skip ahead till the other part starts. But I'm going to show some pictures of some eggs that people made. But right now, so Missy and Ranee, if you don't know what sis is, decided on doing a crochet along, and where everybody makes socks, and some people are crocheting socks, some people are knitting socks. And if you want to learn more about that, you can go to their videos. There is a patch to be earned if you're aware that we're all earning patches, kind of like a more adult version of a Girl Scouts. And it's really fun, and everybody's joining in. There's a lot of community, and I love it so much. Oh, by the way, welcome to all the new subscribers that have joined up recently. I know I haven't been around a lot. I've been dealing with some things medically, but I was able to film today, so yay. Oh, and this is my bag. I've wore this one out. I've accidentally spilled coffee. There are drips. I'm going to order a new one, but that's my merch bag from Ranee. Do not take the condition of this bag on the quality of her work. Her work is awesome. I roughed this bag up. Okay, but it's got my little, we used to have a cat named Yoda who was gray, and that's what my logo is. Yarny Cat logo. You can see a gray cat with yarn all over him. That was Yoda, very special cat. He was my son's cat. And now we have Kage, which is Japanese for shadow, because he's all black and he kind of looks like a ninja. But my son named him, and he's my cat, mostly. I mean, he's all of our cats, but he mostly gravitates towards me, and so I call him my cat. But he's really his own cat. But anyway, so I got this yarn. Let me see if I have a full ball. I do. I got this yarn from Amazon, but it's a Premier yarn. It's Premier Fruits, and I come late to the fruits game, but I'm really glad that I caught up. It is an awesome yarn. It makes kind of that pattern. And you're here Kage running around with his bell. He's got the zoomies, but it's a little bit of a stretchy yarn. It's perfect for socks. And I have gotten, I would say far for me since this is my first sock, but it's really not that far at all. I'm making a tube sock, which so it'll have a toe eventually, if I can figure out how to make a toe. DPNs are probably going to have to be involved, and I've never used those, so I really don't know, but that's how far I've gotten on it. It's got a ribbing. I did about, I did till it looked right, but I ended up with 19 rows, and it looked about how I wanted the ribbing to the length. They do a lot of measuring. Things that I've noticed on knitting and socks is instead of saying how many rows, it generally says when you get 5 inches of body or whatever. You know, I'm not saying it right, but I'm brand new, so give me some slack. But so I didn't do that. I was counting until I got to right about here, and then I lost count. And then now I'm just knitting till it gets to the length, and then I'll measure it. And I'm guessing that's probably why people measure things instead of count rows. But anyway, I think it's really cute. I like the pattern that I did not do this. I did not like add some brown here. It's just the sock yarn, and this is how it knits up. If you knit it, this is what happens when you knit it. I don't know what it looks like when you crochet it. That would be an interesting experiment. And I'd just like to show you these cute little yarn stoppers I got. It came with, or needle stoppers. It came with 2 red, so they could be matching, and it came with 2 yellow, but I'm like, I want to show them both off. So I really like mushrooms. So I got these, and I plan on getting more. There was so many different kinds, but we'll start with these. I have 2 sets of needles now. I'm using the Addy Sock Wonder. Wait a minute. Yeah, Addy Socken Wonder. I can't even say it, but anyway, Sock Wonder lace, and I thought it was the turbo, but it's not. It's the lace tip, which is perfect because it really pokes into those stitches. These are very tiny stitches, you guys. Well, I mean, those of you that work with tiny yarn aren't surprised, but they're very tiny stitches, so that little extra point is perfect for getting in there and you know, allowing me to knit. I wish I would have went toe up, because then I wouldn't be so wondering how I'm going to finish this sock. But I know that I'll be able to watch some videos and figure it out. But this is 100% made in Germany, it says on the back. And an extra short circular knitting needle specially designed for knitting socks. 25 centimeters long from tip to tip, which it's a 10, I believe. Yeah, a 10. Wait a minute, no, that's 10-year guarantee. Ooh, it has a 10-year guarantee. But you could do sleeves, gloves, perfect for small tube-like things. But I believe I ordered it and it said it was a 10. I can't read it anywhere on here. Oh, it says it's 2.5 millimeter. I think, if I'm reading it right. It has 2 and it has a comma and 5, but I think it means 2.5, and it's 25 centimeters from tip to tip. But anyway, it's Addy knitting needles. Super, super cute. Actually, I mean, I showed you the package, but I could, oh no, I already took those out. I must have put them in, oh, there's the full package. Okay. The ones for that one are the ones that the sock is on. But I got an extra one because, you know, sock fatigue, where you don't want to finish the other one. So I got another pair. And you can see that really pointy tips. Very good for digging in there. And very, very tiny needles. Very, very small knitting work. So it's a little bit difficult for me, and it's taken me a bit longer. But I love these things. They are awesome. And like I said, I wish I would have started toe up, and then I wouldn't be in the predicament I am now. But I'm going to figure it out with help from probably the Crazy Sock Lady. Check out all her videos. But I didn't follow a pattern for this. I looked to see about how much you would cast on. It's fuzzed up a little because I've been touching it a lot. I'll just trim the fuzz. But I looked to see how much you would cast on for an adult woman's sock. And I casted that on. It was 64. And then one lady says add an extra one for when you're going to join. So I did, and it ended up being 65. Anyway, and I just knit 2, purl 2 for the cuff till it got long enough, because all the videos I watched say do it till you have what you need for you. But there was 19 rows. Believe it or not, it doesn't look like it would be 19, but it was. Anyway, I'm not going to sit here and count it now. It's very tiny. But anyway, and then I just, started just knitted in the round once I got past the cuff. So there's really no pattern for this particular sock, but I will be looking up a tutorial on how you split your stitches in half and start decreasing to make the toe. I will probably need DPNs. I am not a knitter. I couldn't give you any advice on it. But that's that. And then, so because I added the other set of knitting needles, while I was in there, some sock yarn fell into my cart. But just 2, I'm being very, because the next set of socks I want to make, and I'll probably start those toe up, is gonna be with the dragon fruit yarn. So I ordered some dragon fruit yarn on Amazon, but it still ships from Premier in the same bag. But I had free shipping. Okay, so Amazon's a little bit more expensive than Premier is, but then you add the shipping, and so I figure I come out about even. It's not any kind of a deal because I would have had to pay for shipping, so a little bit more expensive on Amazon. Just. But anyway, so I got the dragon fruit, which will look like that. Wait a minute, let me get a good light on it. I think it's really pretty. I like the hot pink color. There's even a little yellow in there, and it looks like some green, which is really cool. And then, of course, the little black spots that are in the white dragon fruit, if you've ever cut open a dragon fruit. If you haven't, get one from your grocery store, because even our country grocery store, little country town grocery store, has dragon fruit in it. So you could go cut you one open and see what it is. It tastes okay. It's not like a real strong flavor, but it's nice. But anyway, they there's like a green outside and a little bit of a pink, and then the white middle. And anyway, I think the colors are fun, and I think it would make a cute. And since these are going to be, my socks, I got colors that I would like this time. So anyway, that'll be the next set of socks that I do after that. And okay, so now, trying to keep this short. So as if you watched any of my videos, I'm having a giveaway that ends April 30th, and I'll either be doing a video April the 30th or May the 1st, and pulling the winner. And I've got some entries so far, and I'm going to read it off my phone, but by the time you see this video, you'll be seeing pictures up here of what I'm talking about. And the magic of editing. I don't do a lot of editing, and I don't edit out like mistakes or anything like that, unless it's something personal that, like, if my husband come in and told me something personal, I would cut that out, if he came in on me while I was filming, which he might. He's outside giving the house a bath. Green from pollen and mowing and stuff gets up on the white, whatever, exciting. And so once a year he goes out there and scrubs it off. But anyway, so these are the people that have entered the giveaway so far. So to enter the giveaway for my giveaway, it's just mine, not anybody else's that are in the spring crochet along 2026. Everybody's doing a little something different. Some people may be giving things away. Some people may be not. There's a patch to be earned. But as far as the information that I have that I can answer is I had a crochet egg tutorial. Go back to my Spring Cal 2026 video. In the description box, there'll be a link to my crochet egg tutorial, which isn't the best tutorial, but if you already know crocheting, I went back and watched it so I could make some for this Spring Cal thing to show everybody, and I was able to follow it because I knew the stitches, and so if you know basic stitches, then you'll be able to follow it. But anyway, you had to make 3 eggs to be entered into the giveaway for some beautiful hanked up yarn, and probably some extras thrown in when the time comes. You never know. You have to enter to win. But anyway, so you had to make 3 eggs, and if you wanted an extra bonus entry, you can make 3 more eggs for 6, and you would have 2 entries. And there's some people that have done that. I know Missi had, but she probably sent that. Hold on, I'm gonna shoot. It might be in her message to me. Hold on. I know I have it, and I want to make sure that I have it before I finish this video so that you guys can see it. It is super duper cute, and she took a picture, staged the photo and everything. I'm gonna have to find it and then get it in here. It might be saved in my email. Let me look, because I saved the other lady's photos, and I want to make sure that you get to see Missy's too, and I know I have it. Okay, those were mine, and she was talking to me about the same time, so the pictures should be fairly close. And it's not. Okay, so Missy made more than 6, and so she gets 2 entries into the giveaway. And okay, so let's go to the other girls. I want to make sure I get everybody, and I don't miss anybody. So the next person who messaged me was Christy N. I won't say people's full names just in case, but Christy N. She sent a picture, which you'll be seeing, really cute blanket yarn eggs with Eastery colors. I love them so much, and you should be seeing them right here. There's a purple that looks like a pink with some green on. There's a purple on one side, some pink and some green in the middle. I think it's the same yarn that I used for mine. It's a blue with a pink and a green, and they make perfect, and hers are so cute, and they make perfect Easter eggs because, you know, you dye the eggs, you have all the color, you may decorate them, you know. So she did her 3, and she has an entry. And then let me see, there's a couple of Debbie's I know, so I want to make sure I get the right one. But Debbie, sorry, I'm not supposed to say. I might cut this part out. Debbie H. Maybe I'll cut that part out. And if I did, you guys will have seen a little cut and be like, she just said she doesn't edit. Try to keep people's privacy, okay? Debbie H. did a beautiful presentation of her 6 eggs, and they're beautiful colors. I love the pink one. It has orange and pink and hot pink, and then there's a blue and a green and a yellow and a purple and another color. I think it might be gray, but I can't tell, but it's really cute. They're all really cute, and you'll be seeing that picture up here. And she put some Easter grass in there, and it looks like it might be in an Easter basket. So cute. I love the presentation. She got 6, so she has 2 entries. And okay, we'll click on this one. Oh yes. So Joanne T. She made, and I'm going to make sure that I get their names if their name isn't already. Some of them already have their name in the photo, but I'm going to make sure that I get their name in the photo. She made ones, and there are a couple of different sizes, and that's really cool. She made them with some Timu yarn, some Baby Bee yarn, and she made 3 different ones, 3 different colors. Sorry, I think I have a kage hair in my mouth. 3 different colors, and it looks like 3 different size needles. I think she might have told me, and she didn't, but they're different sizes, which is really cool because I told everybody if they played around with the crochet hooks, they could get different ones, and I love that example that's in here. So Joanne T. I'm trying not to give away people's, full names and, information. But anyway, I love the yarn that she used. They're all very, very pretty. And I think one more. Oh, and Joanne gets an entry. She made 3 eggs. She gets an entry. And then Bonnie H. Now, was there another? No, that was Debbie H. Okay, Bonnie H. She made my day. Everybody's eggs were awesome, but whenever I did the video, if you go back and watch the video, you see that I added 2 extra projects, not my tutorials, somebody else's tutorials. I had my egg tutorial and 2 other content creators tutorials. I linked them, and one was a duck, a really cute rubber duck, and one was an Easter basket. And I said in my video that it would be really cute if somebody made all 3 because the projects will go so well together. That's why I linked them all in the description. And Bonnie found out about it, just watched the video, and then stayed up all night and made all 3 projects and made some beautiful eggs. And it looks like she's got 6 eggs, which would give her the double entry. But I didn't realize when I looked at the photo and I answered her that she had made 6 eggs and the basket and the duck. I thought she made 3 eggs, the basket, and the duck, and I told her she got 2 entries. No, she gets 3 because, and anybody else that wants to do the basket and the duck can get an extra entry. It wasn't a thing before, but I just think all that effort, and she stayed up all night to do it, she gets 3 entries into it. And you know what? I'm just going to let it be unlimited. If, like with Missi, she made like 12 eggs. I know she did, and maybe more. So Missi can have 4 entries, and Bonnie H. Let's see, it's 2. I'm gonna go with 4 entries because she made the basket and the duck and the 6 eggs. So so if anybody wants to do extra credit, I don't mind if you send me another photo. I know I said I wanted them all in one photo because that makes it easier, but I'll accept extra photos. It's spring, it's fun, and we've only got till the end of April anyway, so anybody who wants to do. So Bonnie, you're getting 4. Missi, you're getting 4. Let's see. Joanne T, you've got an entry. Wait a minute, I already did that one. Debbie H, you have 2 entries. And Christy, you have an entry. And so every time that we get somebody calling in, and I know I was going to make this short, it's already 22 minutes, I'm so sorry. But every time we get an entry, somebody sends in the picture to my thing, I'm writing you down, and I'm writing how many entries you've gotten. And then when it comes down to it, I'm going to put them all in a basket or a cup or something. I'm going to write them all, fold them up, stick them all in a cup, shake it up, and I will be picking one winner. who wins the Hanks of Yarn. If you want to see some of the things that are going into it, because I'm probably going to add extra things, but if you'd like to see what your prize is going to be, go back and watch the first video, which you did because you sent in the pictures. But anybody else that wants to join in, it's not too late. These eggs take like 10 minutes. You could whip out 3 of them and get you an entry in for the Hanks yarn, and go back to that video if you want to see what kind of Hanks yarn it is. And it does have wool. If you're allergic to wool, I could pick out some acrylic, but you have to be knowledgeable of the fact that I am a pet-friendly home. I have a cat. I keep everything bagged up, but I'm not saying as I'm packing up a box that a hair doesn't fly into it. You know, I'm gonna do my best, but to be totally honest, I do have a cat in my house, and if you're allergic to animals, like if you're allergic to wool or animals, you need to know that. And you need to tell me if you're allergic to wool so I can switch out. But you won't get as pretty. The Hanks are more special yarn, so you won't be getting as high quality of a prize if you're allergic to wool, but there's nothing I can do about that. And it's only open to U.S. residents of the 48 states. If you live outside the 48 states or you live in another country, then your prize will be a pattern for $10, up to $10 from Etsy, and I will digitally email that to you. I'll purchase it. You'll tell me at the time what you want. I'll purchase it. You'll send me the link. I'll purchase it, and I will email it to you. That's the best I can do to avoid high costs, and I hate that because we have 2 other states that aren't connected to us, and I have friends in those states, but shipping is just too much for me. It's too expensive. Even shipping in the United States is getting expensive. Trust me, I know. But anyway, I think that is all. I'm so sorry I kept you guys so long, but if you stayed till the end, you're a rock star. You can acknowledge it in the chat. I don't have much else, I don't think, to say. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Easter weekend. If you're not celebrating it religiously, at least getting out and having a picnic or something with your family or your dog, if you don't have a lot of family and you're just you and your pet, or if it's just you and you take out your good book and you're knitting. I hope you're having a joyful weekend, and I hope you're being little joy bombs in your corner of the world, sharing your craft, sharing your passion, sharing your joy. If you can't do anything else while you're out and about running your errands, getting that latte, make sure whoever you come across that you give them your best smile, because you don't know what they've been through, and your smile might be just what they need to turn their day around. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.